Hey guys, what's up? Blacker Bricks here, back with another video. And this is a follow-up to yesterday's video. As I stated just around last week, actually, I think, I will be doing speed builds on Saturdays, and then the review of the set I did the speed build for on Sunday. So I'm just going to include the link to the video in the top right corner over there, so you can check out the speed build. Now, this is a really interesting set. I actually had a lot of fun putting this together. This is set number 75927, Stygimoloch Breakout, and it released in 2018 to coincide with the release of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And honestly, I think this is a very good set. Like, the value, the amount of stuff you get is worth the $30 retail price that this was in the United States. Even though it only comes with 222 pieces, and some might say maybe it should have retailed for 25 or 20, the dinosaur and many of these large pieces account for that. It also comes with 2 minifigures, so that's pretty neat. And I'm going to move all these guys and get right into the build first. Alright, so here we have the main build. Let me make sure the camera is as focused as it can be. Yeah, I'm sorry, the background isn't the best. I think the lighting is a bit better, though, compared to some of my older videos. Let me know what you guys think of the lighting and everything. So, for a set this size, with only about 200 pieces, it came with a ton of stickers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different stickers just for this set alone. So, that is a bit unusual. I think usually stickers just enhance the build in general. I mean, I feel like this sticker really right here, this one was not needed. This one over here, I think that actually made a pretty great addition to the set. I really like that. It just shows that these are like electric fences. And then there's another matching one over there. Let me show you some of the other stickers. I'll just open this up. So there's these little clips down here which you can use to open and rearrange it. There's this other sticker over here, which pretty much just says access granted. It's supposed to be like a little keypad. And then over here we have another one, which I think is actually very cool. This is a useful sticker. I might even purchase another one of this sticker sheet just for that. It's a little calendar with a dinosaur, and it has a date checked off. And interestingly enough, it's in June too. Not the exact date, but it's cool. And then here we have a little, oops, it's actually coming apart. A little Stygimoloch sticker and a couple of eggs over there. They don't really specify. It might be Stygimoloch eggs, might be something else. So there's quite a bit of articulation. There are 5 different points where the clips combine, or meet rather. There's one over here, here, and here. There is a bit of repetition, and I think that's okay actually. It's not the worst. I just realized there's another sticker over here. This one is actually a bit more subtle. There are 4 of them. They're these nice little grape pieces. They're actually very interesting. I don't know if they fit the best here, but I can see them being used in a city landscape a bit better. So they have this gate over here, and it's pretty cool. They use these little sliding pieces over here, and they just slide right into place. Just like that. It's a bit tight, but it's cool. I think it's a really interesting feature. I'm not sure actually if the Stygimoloch can fit through it unless you take it off. Like, you can fit it through like sideways, but if you want to do like a stop motion or something, you'd have to lift it all the way, and it's still a bit tall. Maybe if you lean it down a bit, it might be able to get through. I think it's a well-made build for sure. I like that. I understand that they have to make some compromises with scaling. I think the dinosaur is pretty well scaled though, but we're going to look at that in a bit more detail in just a bit. So these little fences are basic, but they get the job done. These large black pieces as well, they take up quite a bit of space, and they also have open air, so I think this is a good use of the piece. They also have these nice little lamps over here, which I also appreciate the use of. And it's just mirrored on both sides. It's the same exact build. Now over here we have a bit more detailing. We have what appears to be a little antenna over here, perhaps to communicate with other stations. Now over here we have a ladder just to get up here, and there are a couple of interesting features here. So you might have noticed that there is a bit of a gap. So this can be just pushed through, like you can just have the dinosaur crash through or whatever dramatic thing you want to happen. And the interesting thing here is that a normal brick is 3 plates high. Now this cheese wedge is only 2 plates high, or the equivalent of a plate and a tile in height. So normally, or well, not normally, whenever I've seen this piece being used, it usually sits flush with the top. But in this case, it's actually not flush. There's space. I'm not sure why they made this decision. I guess it's easier to push through, but I guess it works. It doesn't really change the play feature too much. Now over here, we have, I think, the other play feature, I guess you can call it. So if you tilt this table up just like that, it'll just crash through. I think that's pretty neat. I wonder how the eggs will be doing after that crash. So this is the same kind of build, just a glass with the cheese wedges on top, and there's just some tiles down here. And there is a bit of space up here as well. You can position a minifigure. He can be on guard, just watching over. Oops. I think his gun is a bit too big. Yeah. You can position him leaning back just a bit. Alright. But I believe that is it for the main build of this set. Let's take a look at the dinosaur now. Alright, so here we have the Stygimoloch. And I gotta tell you, before any of this, I'm a pretty big dinosaur fan. I actually was kind of surprised when they announced that they were going to be making a new mold for the head and everything, because this is not a common dinosaur. The only reason I knew about it is that I have a friend that's super into dinosaurs, and he told me about this many years ago. It's actually named after the river Styx. In Greek mythology, that's where the Stygi comes from, or at least that's what I remember. So the arms and the legs and the body and the tail, or I guess everything except the head, is the same pieces that they use for the Velociraptor. And anatomically, it's pretty accurate. Obviously, it's not 100% the same because Velociraptor was a carnivore and Stygimoloch was herbivore. But I do appreciate the fantastic detailing that they did with the head here. It's really, really just awesome that they went and made a brand new mold. You have the distinct little ridges and the head that almost looks like a bald man, because it's just like it's like a hard callus, like a bone, because they would headbutt each other with that. And in the back over here, we have these dark tan little claw pieces, which are just extensions. They can be taken off at your will. The tail, I don't think the tail ever spins around. And this is the base is the dark orange color for the body. And I think the arms might be medium nougat. So it's actually dual molded. So the top here is dark orange and the bottom is medium nougat. So fantastic work on this this dinosaur, really. Very, very beautifully put together, well designed, and just a great addition to this set. Alright, so these are the two minifigures included in this set. On the left we have Dr. Wu, who has been with the Jurassic Park franchise for quite a bit now. And here's just a unnamed guard. So I'm going to bring the minifigure a bit closer to the camera so you can take a look. So he has this nice little name tag over there. He has a sweater and then a jacket over it. His legs are dark gray with no real printing on them, but I think his torso is a very, very useful piece. Can be used in a lot of different settings. Now, the interesting thing is the skin color, to me, just personally, it feels like it's a bit off. I understand that they don't have a lot of options when it comes to skin color in LEGO, because it's a very diverse thing. People have very, very small variations, and it's hard. So I understand. The hairpiece is fantastic, though. That's perfect hairpiece for me. I think that's a really well-designed one. On the back, we just have a couple of creases just to continue it. And he does come with an alternate face. It's a pretty happy one, actually. I'll put the hair on just so you can see what that looks like. It's pretty cool. And now I'm just going to take a look at this figure over here. We have the guard, some basic printing just like that. He comes with a nice little gun, tranquilizer gun. And he has a beanie as well. Cool beard. And on the back, he doesn't have a face because it would just bleed through. So that's it for the minifigures. So here are the extra pieces that came with the set. I'm sorry they look a bit disorganized. We have this single light, or rather dark blue 1x1 plate. We have a or just a Technic pin, a little tranquilizer dart, which is really useful in a hospital setting for mocks and such. We have the dark tan spike / horn, claw, whatever you want to call it, and a 3L bar in black. Alright, so now I believe it is time for the final verdict. Personally, I really enjoyed putting this set together. I know it's a small set, nothing too crazy. I appreciate the little play features with the collapsing doors. I thought those were cool. I can't thank the designers enough for creating such an awesome head mold for the Stygimoloch. I know it's an obscure dinosaur, but I am sure any dinosaur fans would be really happy to get this figure. I appreciate the inclusion of 2 minifigures in this set. That's awesome. A third would be welcome as well. I understand it might be a bit expensive for them. And the only gripe I have with this set is the amount of stickers used. I feel like they didn't need to use that many stickers. And I guess the good thing about LEGO is that you don't have to put the stickers. They don't change the set that much. Perhaps these ones are the most important, I would say. You can leave the other ones off if you like, maybe save them for another build. But I suggest that you guys pick this up if you have the money to. In the future, I plan on reviewing more relevant sets. This set came out 2 years ago. I am gonna work hard to get some more new sets in reviews. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please check out some of my other videos. Check out the speed build from yesterday, and I hope to see you guys soon.